Coming up, the government faces... The Prime Minister defends the COVID tier system as he faces a revolt from his own MPs.
The lunchtime news with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. The Prime Minister is facing criticism from his own MPs over England's new and tougher tier system. It's after more than 55 million of us will be facing the strictest 2 levels of restrictions next week following the end of lockdown. Well, some feel they've been put into tiers unfairly because their area had relatively low case levels to start with. Others because they've already had restrictions for months. And there's concern too about the potential impact on businesses. Our political correspondent Paul Brand has the latest. Oh, well, let's go now to our political correspondent Libby Vina, who is in Westminster for us this lunchtime. Libby, this new tier system, it hangs on this vote next week, doesn't it? But not everyone will vote for it.
No,
Well, in the last hour, new nationwide restrictions have been announced in Wales for pubs, bars and restaurants. Well, joining us now is Professor... Well, now, Sir Philip Green's retail empire appears to be on the brink of collapse this lunchtime. The Arcadia Group, which owns Topshop, Dorothy Perkins and Burton, is reported to be preparing to appoint administrators as early as next week. It could spell the end for some 15,000 jobs. And Martha Fairley is here now. So, Martha, what more do we know about this?
Well, Arcadia has responded to the office. Over the last few weeks, the group has been and maybe potentially going...
Donald Trump has said he will leave the White House if Joe Biden is formally confirmed as US president. It is the closest he's come to relinquishing control of the presidency since the result almost a month ago, answering questions for the first time since then. Now to a new blood test that could help detect more than 50 types of cancer before symptoms have even started to show. The Gallery test has been described as promising, with the potential to be a game changer by researchers. That's because it allows for treatment in the very early stages of the disease, one of the keys to increasing survival rates, as Sangeeta Candola explains. Football legend Diego Maradona has been buried at a private ceremony in Argentina next to his parents. Next, the pandemic has forced many families to stop socialising with others, and for a number of months, children were unable to go to school. Well, that lack of socialisation has led to a rise in shyness among children, which can lead to more problems later on in life. So how can you help with their anxiety, particularly when you might be worrying more yourself too? Well, we can speak now to Nadia. Staying with children now, and the Duchess of Cambridge has published the findings of the biggest ever public study into the crucial early years of a child's life. A survey of 500,000 people launched by Kate earlier this year. Chris Shipp joins us now. Chris, we heard from the Duchess in the last half an hour, haven't we? Last hour. How did this all come about?
Well, actually...
And Chris, Kate says that her own interest in this goes beyond her own experience.
11 and then started up with the Royal Foundation. And one of her big concerns, actually, this morning to one of those who was involved in this study called Victoria, she's got... So going forward, this is going to shape Kate's work. And actually, she's...
Just before we go, from raising millions for the NHS, standing up to racism and campaigning for free school meals, some of our heroic figures from 2020 have been named in the GQ Men of the Year Awards. And that is it. Bye-bye for now. Hello again. Now the main stories in London. A man has been charged with the murder of his mother in Greenford. A couple have been convicted after trafficking women in and around the UK, forcing them to be sex workers. Today marks 20 years since the murder of Damilola Taylor. Well, after a chain of broken promises for fans, boardroom chaos on top of a global pandemic, Charlton Athletic was a club that was close to folding. The lead singer of soul band Hot Chocolate, Errol Brown, will be awarded the final black plaque in St John's Wood later. And the secret is out on the 2 Londoners responsible for writing uplifting messages on whiteboards at tube stations. All right, weather now. Here's Ashlyn Creevy. And that is all from us for now. Duncan is back here at 6. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.